Hello there. I was in this small group with Russell, and I have to say, he's a tough act to follow. He makes me think in terms of the initial prayer we made, which was that we should be allowed to come together among the sinners. And I also feel like we need to be allowed to come together among the erudite. I also have to mention that I was on the opposite side of most arguments with Russell. I do like Kol Nidre, and I very much dislike fasting. So as Russell said in our small group, we spoke about Kol Nidre, of repentance before God, and of seeking and granting forgiveness to other people. We were reminded of our tradition, which states, repentance in Yom Kippur atone only for sins when commits against God. However, Yom Kippur does not atone for sins one commits against one's fellow man. To gain forgiveness for sins against others, we need to deal directly with the person who has been wronged. This task, I believe, is one of the hardest asked of us on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur. I am reminded of a letter I received in 2009 on Facebook. A former friend messaged me out of the blue. She had hurt me deeply back when we were both 18, 3 or 4 years ago, and we had not spoken since. Here is what she wrote. Shara, finding you on FB has presented a great opportunity, which I have wanted to take for years now. I am really sorry that I sent you that very unkind letter in college. Unfortunately, my mother encouraged me to write and send it, and she has never been a model of mental health. I was surprised by this note and uncertain how to respond. Did I tell her she was forgiven, which was not necessarily true, or that I had moved on, which I had? I opened a separate document and started a response, put it aside, and ultimately avoided finishing it, as I have avoided writing this little talk I'm giving now. Avoidance and procrastination are sins I should confess this year, or maybe next year. Here are my questions for the few hours left before the year's end. How do we manage this forgiveness between people? Must we forgive? And must we be forgiven? Also, if we do not forgive and grant forgiveness, how do we move forward into the new year? In lieu of answers, I leave you with a bit of poetry by the Native American poet, Joy Harjo. Let go that which burdens you. Let go any acts of unkindness or brutality from or against you. Let go that which has burdened your family, your community, your nation, or disturbed your soul. Let go one breath into another. Shana Tova.